Hey everybody, welcome to another week or another day of opening stuff. I just did one a couple of days ago. Check it out. It was good stuff. But I couldn't hold back on doing another one. I normally try to space them out so there's only like one a week, because I don't want to overwhelm the masses that watch my videos. But I got this box. And I was like, I'm good. I don't need to, I can wait. I can wait a few days to open up that. But then this bad mamma jamma showed up today, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, now it's time to crank out another one. So we're gonna start with the small guy and then get into what's in the big boy here. Um, so yeah, we're gonna do that now. Here's a little piece of paper. That does no good when it comes to shipping and protecting your goods. But to tease you, this was in the box as well. Boom. A little card here from Major with Daniellehausen on the front and the fake signature and stuff on the back. Yes, that's right. This is the Daniellehausen not micro brother, but Major Bendie. Sorry, from Collect Major. Obviously the Major toy dudes made this. And they did there's three different ones in the series. They did Makihausen, where it was Maki Ito who wore the Danhausen face paint. Of course, Danhausen, because Danhausen. But then they did a Daniellehausen too, and I'm like, you know what? This one's just so random enough that I need to pick it up because, like, I don't know how many opportunities in life you're gonna have to pick up a Danielle Fishel action figure, and this was the one opportunity I know of. So I'm like, all right, well, this would be perfect because inside of the other room over there, I have my wrestling arena, and I got like the crowd scene set up, and Danielle Fishel goes to wrestling shows pretty often, and I'm like, it'd be pretty cool to get her into the crowd scene, and this was a good way of doing so because I'm not expecting them to release like a regular version of her, although that would be pretty cool. So this was, I think it was at the live show in Vegas this past year that she dressed up like this. I was not able to go to that. I was in Vegas and I saw them like doing it, but I they did it in like one of the rooms kind of by where like the GCW merch stand was. And I saw them like doing it or walking over there, but I didn't I think they were doing it like the same time that spring break was or something like that. So I did not get a chance to do it. But here's the Daniellehausen Major Bendy, complete with the face paint. She's got her jeans with the patches on them that she was wearing. Like this is like legit the outfit that she was wearing during that panel when she was all dressed up like Danhausen. And very very cool, very basic figure. It's not the most toyetic thing in the world, but at the same time, it's still a pretty cool collector item for a time that happened in life. So yeah, got this guy. Pretty excited about that, and yeah. But now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. Um, Oh, I don't know about that. Cody says this content isn't for me today, huh? No, we're getting to that stuff, Cody. The big box. Oh God, I'm breaking stuff. The big box has got stuff in here that you will probably find far more acceptable. He is not a Danhausen fan. I got a tube. The tube does not have anything in it, so that is no good. But this tube does probably have something in it. Let's open up this tube. All right, we got. I probably opened up the wrong end of the tube. It's all on the other side. Okay, sorry, we're figuring this out. All right, we got some protective stuff here. How did they package this poster? All right, we're getting to it. Cheapers, man. All right, there we go. This was a item that was very cheap. This is all stuff from the Pro Wrestling Tees Whatnot this past, not this week, but last week. Frank was doing a Frank Steals the Show and had a lot of cool items on there. And some of them were not going for a lot of money. And I was like, well, at this rate, I'm already getting free shipping. So some of the stuff is just like, oh, this is perfect. So I got first item that we'll talk about here. This was actually the last thing I bought because it was like $3. AEW World's End poster. Now these always sell for like 20, 25 bucks, something like that in the store. But this was the poster that they sold on Pro Wrestling Tees for AEW World's End. It's got all the different matchups and stuff like that on it. And I got one other one of these for AEW All in London, but I was like, you know what, for $3, this is a pretty cool poster, and I will try to figure out a place to put it. But I was like, heck yeah, I will gladly add this to the collection because I kind of wanted to get something to commemorate the finals of the Continental Classic, and this kind of fits that bill. So I will have to see what frame I got for it, if I got one, and figure that out. The next item, this was one of the other last items I bought. AEW All in Texas. Now this is a little baseball bat with the AEW All in Texas logo on it. And I was just like, kind of like how I bought the hockey puck. Grab that guy out of here quick. Got this hockey puck from the Whatnot like a week ago. I was like, this kind of fits the bill of, well, this was in a hockey arena for an AEW pay-per-view. Well, this was in a baseball stadium, so why not get the AEW All in Texas baseball bat? Kind of a cool little item there. And if the kids are acting out of line, I got something for them. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see if I got the other thing that goes with it. I'll find that later. There's another thing that's supposed to go with that as well, but ow. But it's probably, it's right in here. It's in the bag, actually. Here we go. The other item that goes with it here, the AEW All in Texas. It's like a squishy little baseball guy. So goes perfect with the bat. You can even boom, hit the ball with the bat if you want to. But yeah, I got the baseball as well. Now this item I was very excited to add to the t-shirt rotation, and this one is going to be one that I probably wear to like every pay-per-view going forward, just because when I would go to WWE shows or pay-per-views or whatever, I would always wear a Tommaso Ciampa shirt. He's always been my dude in WWE. He's located right over here now. He's right there. So yeah, he released a Pro Wrestling Tees store like 2 weeks ago, like right before he debuted in AEW, and he released this shirt, and I really liked the shirt, but then he signed with, and I didn't order it, and I should have, but then he signed with AEW, and then AEW released their version of it that had the little AEW logo on the shirt. Not the end of the world, but I didn't like the design as much with the little AEW logo on it, just because I feel like, meh, I don't really, it just kind of ruins the aesthetic and kind of makes it look less cool. So on that show, Frank was running through things, and he made these shirts without the AEW logo on that he sold on the live stream. And it's a little bit different from the normal ones. It's a one of one because this one is on a navy blue shirt instead of the black shirt, which I thought was kind of cool as well. Just a little bit different, but I absolutely love this design. Absolutely love Tommaso Ciampa. So I was just like, that is amazing. And I didn't pay more than I would have otherwise for this shirt, but I did pay more than like I normally would for a shirt in one of those streams. I don't really spend, that much on a shirt, but this one I did go up to like, well, if they were selling this in the store for this price, I would buy it, and they weren't, but I was still able to get it for basically what you'd pay for it in the store. That was pretty cool. I feel like, yes, there is. Let me look at my receipt here. Oh, that's right, it just says items. I don't know. All right, one more thing, and then we'll get into why the package is so large. There's an envelope. Of course, it rips. Let's try it from the other side. All right, we are getting there. This is in. I'm just going to rip this whole thing open. All right. And it's in another envelope, of course. That's the bad thing about doing unboxing videos where you're just literally unboxing things, and sometimes stuff is a pain to open. All right. That's right. This is another, Cody, you can don't turn it off, which is tune out for a second. I got this for a really good price. Speaking of Danhausen, Danhausen signed Rob Schamberger print. I literally just placed the opening bid, not thinking I would win, just to place an opening bid to kind of get the ball rolling. And then nobody else bid on it, which Cody is probably going to chime in and say, like, well, obviously they're not going to, but I don't know. At the end of the day, assigned Danhausen, Rob Schamberger for not a lot of money is pretty okay in my book. So I will figure out what to do with that. This is an unnumbered one, that like an extra one, that if like something got damaged or whatever, they had an extra. But I don't know. I still think it's pretty cool. Fair enough. He said, you can read the comments there. I never wait. And yeah, you spelled that right on. I know. Okay. So the big item. Why I got a large chair, and not even gonna figure that. My wife is laughing. The big item here. It's big. It's wrapped in a lot of bubble wrap. This was something that I mean, I had my eyes on it, but I never planned on purchasing it because this was selling originally for like, it was listed on the AEW or on the Shop AEW site for sorry about that. It was on the AEW Shop AEW site for it was on the site for $500, which I was like, I like this chair. It's a chair from AEW Full Gear 2024. I was at the show. I did not have these kind of seats for that show, but it was pretty okay location. But I was like, $500 for a chair is a little ridiculous. But the kicker and why the chair is $500 is it is signed by Jon Moxley and Orange Cassidy. So obviously I wouldn't have ever spent $500 on this, but uh, considering all things said and told, I'm like, I have to. Uh, for what I got this for, which is, let's just say it was a quarter of the $500, I couldn't pass it up at that price because like I would have kicked myself if I didn't. They actually did. Uh, in regards to this comment here, they did have an AEW Revolution chair the week before, and I like stopped bidding on it like right before the winning bid came in on it, and I kind of kicked myself for not buying that. This is 2024. So this was the Jon Moxley Orange Cassidy main event. The 2025 one was Samoa Joe and Hangman Page. So yeah, the years blend together though. But yeah, I was very excited to get this chair for a steal of a price, and I'm sure they were probably happy to get this out of their warehouse. So it worked out for both of us at the end of the day. Super excited to add this to the collection. Now I'm like, well, it's cool and it's like awesome. And now I can't really sit in this, and I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe I can still sit in it, but I just have to be very gentle and wear like soft pants, not blue jeans with holes or whatever in them. But yeah, so that was my haul from Burlington. I don't think there's nothing else left in that box, but I figured I would do this because I was very excited about that chair and wanted to see it. And signatures on it are beautiful too. So that is all really cool. As a big Orange Cassidy fan and as a big Jon Moxley fan, that's a fun collector item to have in my collection. And thank you for the compliment on the Kenny kit. This I got at Forbidden Door this past year. They were selling them, and I think they're going to start selling them on the website at some point. They keep teasing that they're going to start selling the Blacksmith Kenny Omega shirts, and they have a Swerve one, and Willow and Darby Allin. They keep teasing that they're going to sell them, but they never actually do. So I don't know. They take forever to release stuff. But yeah, that is my haul for today. I'm going to figure out where to put this chair, and I'm going to have my wife probably yell at me for spending so much money on a chair. Just kidding. She already knew that I spent it. She's okay. She's okay with it. And yeah, I will see you guys for the next opening stuff. I will have one It should be next week. I do have another item coming up that is crazier than the chair. I don't know if it'll be here next week or not. I think it's supposed to be here the 20th. So hopefully it is. And if it is, it's going to be crazy. So, I don't yell at him. All right, there you go. That's right. You guys can read the comments on the gimmick. You don't need me to put them on the screen. But yes, yeah. So stay tuned for that one next week. Thank you all for watching and tuning in. I'm going to put this stuff away now. Thanks. Bye.